Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to open up this Pikachu VMAX collection box from Walmart's Black Friday specials. It comes with 7 packs of Crown Zenith, one of the best sets released for Sword and Shield era. It was the set that closed out the Sword and Shield era, so they had to go out with a bang, and I would say this set lived up to expectations. It's got some of the best pull rates and some of the best artworks in the Sword and Shield era as well. And let's see if it's time to buy some of these singles now that the set's been out for over a year. And you guys know what to do in my videos. Always leave a comment down below. Please subscribe, help the channel grow. Let's hit the B-roll, background music, and let's start. Starting off our list with number 10 is going to be Arceus, one of the gold cards. Its release day price was $108. Now it's sitting at $50. That's a 1-year drop of 54%. Just recently hit the new low, so probably more room for it to drop. Considering there's not that many expensive gold cards from the Sword and Shield era. I mean, the most expensive is $70 for a Snorlax. And that's much older. And then the next one is Mew from Celebrations at $30. So it's only been out for a year. I can see it dropping another 25%. That brings it into the 30s. I'll patiently wait on this one too before I pick it up. Next up is the most expensive card in the set, the Giratina V. Release price was $162. Now sitting at $68. That's over a 58% drop. Just recently hit its new low. Kind of looking like it could be bottoming out, but you know, more expensive cards always just trickle down in prices is how I see it. It was to do another 20% drop in year 2. You're probably bringing it down into the 50s, so that's probably where it's going to settle down, I think. I don't know if Giratina is actually that popular to demand such a high price. I know it was very playable with Lost Box decks, and then there is the huge chase card in Lost Origin, but you know, there's not a lot of expensive gold cards, so we'll see if it actually will stand up to the test of time. Next up is a card I wanted, and I was able to pull at number 8, the Glaceon V, In the Snow. Beautiful looking card. Release price was $32, now at $18. A very small drop of only 43%. Not sure if it's holding up very well because it's an evolution card. Now, unlike the other 2 cards on the list so far, this card kind of looks like it's holding its ground very well. $18 might be the bottom for now. Obviously, the price can keep dropping since there's still plenty of Crown Zenith out there in the wild. And you know, I just recently opened my box. But even a 25% drop on this card, it's only going to bring it down to a $14 card. So you're not saving that much. Do you honestly see this card going lower than $14? It's a beautiful looking card. So that's the judgment on if you want to wait to save yourself another $4. Next up on the list is Leafeon V. Is this Pokemon more popular than Glaceon? Considering its release price was $42 and it's holding steady now at $20, so slightly more than Glaceon was. So that was a bigger drop of 52%. Also kind of hit its bottom around the 6-month mark. It's been holding steady around there. Even if it was to drop another 25%, it'll only be around a $15 card. So all cards around the $20 mark seem like good buys because, you know, the savings is minimal compared to the amount of time you're waiting and just looking at cards on eBay. So sometimes it's better to rip the band-aid off and just pick up the card. That's how I deal with these kind of cards at these prices. Next up is Entei V at number 6. Probably everyone's least favorite artwork of the legendary dogs in Crown Zenith. Just too derpy for most of us. Its release date price was $24, dropped 50% to $12 after just 4 months after release. So it's not that popular of a card until recently. It got a big spike from being very playable with Paradox Rifts, Iron Valiant. So that bumped it up. Now it's holding steady around $16. It probably will go back to its original price once playability drops for it. This card might drop below $10 once all said and done. Next up is Darkrai V-Star. Very unique coloring style or art style. Looks more hand-drawn. I think that's what has drawn me into it. So release date was $25, dropped to $15 now. Just a 40% drop, holding up very well. Hit that mark it hit that low around the 6-month mark after release. So if it drops another 25%, you're looking at like a $10 card. Next up is Mewtwo V-Star. Such a cool card. Pokemon cards that show Pokemon battling, it just fit. That's how we grew up playing the video game. We use them to battle. So showing artwork versions of it is just great to look at. Release date price for this card was $83, now sitting at $45. Just recently dropped there. A 45% drop, which is surprising. So that's a pretty small drop for a card that is expensive. So I think there's more room for it to fall, considering still a $45 card. I can see it being into maybe the mid to upper 30s by this time next year, considering there is still a lot of Crown Zenith out there. Next up at number 2, I think most would agree, is the Suicune V as the best looking artwork of the 3 legendary dogs. Release day price was $40, which is also the highest release day of all the 3 cards. So I think most people were most excited for this card and they all wanted to get it right away. But it's fallen to $16 now, a 60% drop, just because pull rates are all the same for each card. It's just the popularity of the card that keeps it up.
Nice pack.
So that's a 60% drop, and it hit that mark hit that low 5 months after release. Considering this card is not as playable as the other 2, we'll see if it holds its price range or it'll continue dropping a little more over time. At number 1 for the best artwork is going to be the Secret Rare Pikachu. Release date for this card was $41, but immediately just plummeted, now sitting at $7, which is down 83%. The largest, I think that's the largest drop out of all the cards of Crown Zenith. It can probably keep on going down. I'm very surprised for a Secret Rare it can go down this low. I guess it might be bulk price one day, but it's a beautiful looking card and it's affordable. So you guys let me know in the comments section down below if you think these cards have hit rock bottom. It looks like 6 months is a good area where these cards kind of hit that bottom. Cards are dropping 40 to 60% by that point. Cards under $20 seem to hit their lows much quicker than the more expensive cards like the gold cards. Those seem to still looking for a bottom. So the longer you can wait, the more you can save for sure, because there's plenty of Crown Zenith product out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video.